everybody. I wanted to come on today and do just a quick little demonstration of something. It's not by any means new, but I wanted to have some stencils to use on my jelly plate, and I wanted some bigger, bolder things. So I wanted to show you what I'm doing. And it's, like I said, it is not new. It is, I'm sure you've probably all seen it. But I wanted to show you and to explain my experiences and to just give you an idea of something that might work just a little bit better. This is one of my favorites. It takes a little time to make one this big, and that's okay because, you know, they're reusable. You can use them over and over and over again. What we're going to use is a glue gun. Now, I have somewhere a bigger glue gun, but my husband's been used it, and I can't find it. He can't find it. That's par for the course. So I'm going to use my little one. One of the things I will tell you is you need to use your supplies so that they don't go bad. I'm not a real big fan of glue guns, so you can tell, I think. Let me see if I can get a piece of white paper. You see this lovely box of yellowed glue sticks? Well, they're stiff as all get out. And so if you're trying to make stencils and make it go through there fast, it's not working. So, I mean, it would be fine to have yellow stencils, but the glue is just not working. So I have just a bunch of these mini glue sticks. And I'm going to get a bunch out because we're going to go through it pretty fast. I have my mini glue gun. It looks like rubber. This is a cooking mat. It's supposed to cover up your baking sheet. The thing of it is you have to have something that can withstand heat. Now my splat mat. Oh, I have the box for it. Where's the box for it? That's called a splat mat, and it's nothing sticks. They make different kinds of craft mats, and this one withstands temperature up to 500 degrees. So you've got to have something on your surface that can take a high temperature, and then because of what we're going to do as far as flattening them to make them a more usable stencil, then you have to have something that you can put on top that takes heat. Now you could fold your craft mat in half as long as you're careful not to crease it. I happen to have this. I bought it for something else, and therefore it works really well, and so we're going to use that today. So what we're going to do is put down glue. Let me see if I can get it where you can see it when it comes out. You want pretty thick. You don't want your stencil to be real skinny. It's a glue. It's not real fine line. Like I said, if you had your bigger glue gun, it would work a little bit better. Okay, it's going to have to sit for just a minute. So I'm just going to sit off to the side. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to squish this down flat. And it also helps to have a pot holder. because what we're doing is rubbing this mat, and it gets a little warm, and flattening out the glue. Okay. Now, a lot of times if it's really hot, it will stick to this red mat, so we just want to wait a minute. But what we're doing is we're flattening it. And if you notice this one, there are junctions. So in other words, I did not try to do this all in one piece. It took several trips to do it. Part of that is the glue gun. It doesn't give me, I can't go as far. If I had a bigger glue gun, it might work better. Now, when you go to peel this up, if it doesn't peel, don't force it. Just leave it be. But because it peeled on the ends, I can go on with my next little section and finish out my circle. Or what is close to a circle. And I'm going to roll it back down and flatten it out. Now, I like my stencils nice and flat. One side's a little flatter than the other. And this time we'll have to wait just a minute because now this side's hot and this side will probably peel right up, see? But if you try to peel it off too soon, you peel off part of the glue, and it works better if you're just patient and can wait for it. And see, I can touch it, it's just hot. Yeah, we need to be patient. They also, I noticed last time I went to get glue sticks, they make these glue sticks really long. I just happen to have these, so if I had realized that's what I was going to do, I would have been buying longer glue sticks. Oops. Okay, see, I'm in too big a hurry. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, I'm back. And you see, this is where I tried to pick it up too soon. It pulled up part of the glue. And that's, you know, it's okay. It's not going to really hurt your stencil any. But it does mean that this side of the stencil is not as smooth. See, I've got a little piece that's pulled up. Actually has a hole in it right there. That's not a big deal. I can cut it out of there. And that's where I'll add my next circle, just because. And this time, I'm going to just pause the video after I get this flattened out. You see, my glue gun just gets so far and then it says no more, I'm not going to do any more. So a bigger glue gun would be nice. Well, okay, so you just lay right there. Okay, so we're going to flatten this out. Now, if you wanted to do something very specific, you could draw out a pattern and slide it underneath, or and see, now we're just going to leave that. I'm just going to work on this side over here. Okay, can you see the glue sticking out right here? I'm just gonna work on making another circle. Now, if I wanted to, I could trim these and make them the edges very straight, smooth, whatever you want to call it. But I happen to like the little bit of organic kind of edge that this gives when you squish it out. I'm just going to lay that back down, squish it out again. And I am just squishing it flat as I can get it. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute. I'm going to pause the video. Okay, so now that it's cooled, I can peel this back, and I can just peel this off. I just reach underneath the edge of it and lift it up. And I have a stencil. And it's flat, it's thin. The problem I had with glue gun stencils before was that they were too raised, and therefore you didn't get great contact with them, and it was a little hard to use them. So I'm going to add one more little half circle to this piece, and then I want to show you a different little idea of design that I was thinking about. So I'm just going to put this down. Let's put it this way so that we can squish it at the top. Make sure if you are adding to the stencil that you make sure you put enough glue over the top. You don't stop right at the edge, right here where I've joined the two. Make sure you put some of the glue on top of this piece that's already down. And once again, I'm going to lay it down and squish it flat. And the hot pad is just to protect your fingers a little bit. It's hot. It comes through, it's hot, but it's not bad. Okay. Now this part down here is all done. I'm just going to use over here so that I don't have to wait. I can just wait on that one. And I'm just going to take this time, and I'm going to make a big blob. Let's just see if we can push it. And push it. There's something on my glue stick. No, I can't push any more. So I'm going to flatten it out. Now you could use a brayer to do this, to flatten this part. It would flatten even more smoothly, I would think. I'm just gonna, oh, I'm not, I'm gonna wait. You have to be patient. You do need to be patient. Well, apparently it's still too hot to take off the bottom. So you just gotta wait. I'm going to pause it again. Okay, so when it cooled, I pulled this piece up, and I could continue to make this bigger and bigger until it was the size I wanted. So, you know, it's all in what you want, whether you want a little stencil or a big one. You just have to keep adding pieces to it. Then there's the other option of making little blobs like we did here, and you can cut shapes out of this. So now we have a little heart. And if you put it in your punch, you can punch little shapes. So I can have some little, now you have to get this nice and thin if you're going to put it in your punch, because see, this piece right here is too thick. It won't go in. Don't force it into your punch. But if it's thin enough, you can put it in. And make a punched shape. Now that one's actually got 2 holes, and this one's got 2 holes, 2 pieces outside of it. So that's what I wanted to show you today, is how to make stencils with your glue gun and some glue sticks. And I hope you had fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you do, please do make sure to subscribe and click the little bell so you know when I've uploaded a new video. Also, it would make it really nice if you could give me a thumbs up on my videos. Thanks so much. Have a great afternoon. Go play and make some art.